What's up, maniacs? My name is Mex. I'm a wrestling fan, a wrestling enthusiast, a WrestleManiac, if you will. And today I am discussing WWE NXT Takeover 30. It was a magnificent show, guys. You need to go and watch that if you haven't. So many good matches. All of the matches, in fact, were really good. But I'm only going to have time to discuss about 2 or 3 key points. We've got so much wrestling this weekend, so much more content to put out. So I'm only going to have time to discuss a few of the key points that came out of NXT Takeover 30. So if you want to know what they are, stay tuned. Right here at WrestleManiac UK, I discuss everything that is WWE and AEW. So if this sounds like the place for you, make sure you click the subscribe button and click the notification bell as well so that you get notified every time I drop a new video. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's get into the review. So I need to say this just because it needs mentioning. The actual presentation, the stage of the show, the entranceway, absolutely brilliant. They smashed it completely. Really gave it a WrestleMania kind of feel, if I could say that. They really put their all into that stage and setting for Takeover 30, and it came across really good on TV. The NXT North American Championship match, which was a ladder match and had been hyped from the very moment that Keith Lee relinquished the NXT North American title. It was a fabulous match. It was really, really good, really enjoyable. I think one of the better spots and the bigger spots that I enjoyed during the match was Bronson Reed on the top of the ladder. He had Candice LeRae that came out to help Johnny on his back. He done a splash from the top of the ladder onto Johnny Gargano. Candice LeRae just basically bounced off him and out the ring. It was a brilliant spot. Velveteen Dream was also at the top of the ladder at one point. The ladder got tipped over. Velveteen Dream went over the top of the ring, over the barricade and into some tables, into like where the fans were sitting. So another massive spot. Cameron Grimes was thoroughly entertaining throughout this match. He took a really rough spot when Johnny Gargano kind of done like a flip into a powerbomb position, and I think they were supposed to land flat on a ladder that was between the ropes and another ladder, but he bounced right on the edge, like his spine right on the edge of the ladder, and they both bounced off, but he was fine. And the eventual winner, Damian Priest. I think he was highly tipped by many to win this. For me personally, it was out of Damian Priest and Cameron Grimes, and Damian Priest got it, and you could see it really meant a lot to him. And we even got a scene of him later on celebrating with some of his girls in the hot tub with champagne. He got his picture with Triple H, you know, the Triple H pointing picture in the tub as well. So really happy for Damian Priest, and it was a brilliant match. Another really interesting feud that I needed to talk to you guys about was Adam Cole versus Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee, yeah, like this guy may just be one to watch. I don't know what his future holds, if he actually wants to become a wrestler or not, but my God, did he put on a performance. And this was so much more levels above the typical celebrity comes into WWE and has a match with a superstar. This was really good, guys. I mean, like, Adam Cole probably very much helped direct it to be such a good match. Obviously, the experience that Adam Cole has, but Pat McAfee really entertained. He knew what he came here to do. He's been obviously working with WWE and NXT for a while. I'm sure he's been training for a while, even though maybe he never had the end goal at the time to get in the ring. He knew that day may just come, and it came, and he was fantastic. You know, there were spots like a swanton bomb, like, you know, a front flip off the top of the ropes into like a crowd of security guards and an Undisputed Era that were on the outside. He delivered his punt kick to Adam Cole. Couldn't manage to put him away. There was a time when him and Adam Cole were fighting on top of the top ropes. Adam Cole pushed Pat McAfee off the top rope, and Pat McAfee done a moonsault, guys. He done a backflip from the top rope, landed it on his 2 feet, told Adam Cole, you know, you can't get rid of me that easily, ran from the center of the ring back towards where Adam Cole was on the top rope, jumped from the ring, guys, to the top rope, caught himself perfectly, balance was immaculate, put Adam Cole in a suplex position and delivered a top rope suplex from, I'm just getting excited thinking about it all over again. Was Pat McAfee a wrestler in another life that no one knew about till now? Because there was like no misstep. Please, if anyone saw any kind of misstep, not that I'm trying to catch him out, please let me know below in the comments, because this was perfect. Like, this was as good as you're ever gonna get from a celebrity coming into this world. It was a very, very good match. In the end, Adam Cole won with a Panama Sunrise, like we all expected him to win, but a fantastically good match. So much good character work, storyline was told so well. I can't wait to hear what other people online have to say about this match, because to be honest, this was probably one of the more fun matches on the card that actually really delivered. Something that probably a lot of people didn't expect much from. I'm sure a lot of people got a surprise. This was a very good match. Of course, we had the big NXT title match coming up, but before we get there, guys, if you are enjoying this review, please make sure you hit the thumbs up button, give us a like. You know we thoroughly appreciate it right here at WrestleManiac UK, and it does wonders for the channel, so hit that thumbs up button. Karrion Kross, Keith Lee, NXT Championship. Now, I have spoke about this so many times going into this match. I feared that Keith Lee was going to lose just because Karrion Kross was just too strong. They had built this guy up so strong. I thought, are we going to see shenanigans to end the match? But I knew deep down that wasn't really NXT style. You know, they don't really do dusty finishes, especially in the big one, especially for the NXT title. It's usually pretty clean, decisive winners. Could Keith Lee beat Karrion Kross? Guys, the answer was no. Keith Lee dropped his title to Karrion Kross in what was a very good, very physical match. I mean, we saw submissions, we saw a lot of big power moves. Scarlett was so animated on the outside. I really couldn't tell which way this match was going to go. Throughout the match, I kept thinking, oh, that was it, that was it. Keith Lee done something, that was it. Karrion Kross done something, that was it. You just couldn't tell, but I mean, man, I'm still pretty down with this result. Karrion Kross deserves it. He is a star. You can see this guy is oozing star power. How they've packaged him as well, he's absolutely brilliant. But, you know, soft spot for Keith Lee, and it's annoying, it's annoying. Karrion Kross delivered that side suplex thing he does. I think it's Saito suplex. He got one off on the mat, didn't work out. He tried the cross jacket submission, that didn't really work out until they got onto the top rope, and it was like a top rope Saito suplex again, which put away Keith Lee. One major story coming out of this victory for Karrion Kross, he's actually picked up a severe shoulder injury, it seems, and he's gonna go for scans and things like that. Very similar to how, you know, Finn Balor picked up the shoulder injury following his Universal Championship win. So is Karrion Kross actually going to stay as the NXT champion? We'll wait and see, but he won on the night. He is currently the NXT champion, and I guess it's going to be really interesting to see what the future holds for Keith Lee now. Maybe he's going to go straight to main roster. I'm sure he will do well there, but quite disappointing for me personally that he couldn't hang on to his title for more than a month. Just before we wrap up here, I do want to give some honourable shout outs. Finn Balor, Timothy Thatcher, really good match. It was really interesting to see Finn Balor wrestle a different kind of style, which we're not really used to seeing him in. I did think Timothy Thatcher was going to win here because he's been on an upwards trajectory, but Finn Balor got the win, and like I say, it was a really good match. Dakota Kai and Io Shirai, probably the best wrestling match on the card, the actual wrestling. These two put on a terrific match. Io Shirai retained her championship despite Raquel Gonzalez obviously being very influential in the match. But after the match, when Raquel Gonzalez wanted to continue a beatdown on Io Shirai, Rhea Ripley came out. Those two stood face to face. Rhea Ripley, Raquel Gonzalez, guys, give me that match. Give me it. Two big towering women in this women's division. It's gonna be a great one when we get it. So that's it, guys. That was my NXT Takeover 30 review. It was a very good show. I mean, one thing that was probably missing was a crowd, and we can't do nothing about that. The crowd would have eaten up that show. It was absolutely brilliant. 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10, 10 out of 10. I don't know. You guys have to give it one of the three. Probably isn't any lower than a 9. Terrific, terrific show. NXT really pulls it out. Like I said, when it's a takeover, you know they're gonna deliver, and it was a very good show. Go and watch it if you haven't seen it already. Guys, if you enjoyed this review, please make sure you leave a thumbs up. And if you're new here, welcome. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you get notified every time I drop a new video. WrestleManiac UK signing out, and I'll see you soon.